Hello everyone, welcome to Scout Reviews, things in 4.5 minutes. And what am I looking at this time? November, Thanksgiving. I'm looking at a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. Now, I have reviewed, it's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown, and I'm also a big fan of Charlie Brown Christmas. And those two just have very special meaning to me because they just have nostalgia. I just remember growing up with them. I remember watching them every Halloween and every Christmas. Now, I may have seen this before, but I have no recollection. I have no recollection of the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. So I'm basically watching this with fresh eyes. And it's okay. It's not as good. It's not as good as the other two, as the Great Pumpkin, but it's good. One of the things is, the odd thing about this is Lucy is hardly in it. Lucy is in at the beginning of it, and then she's not in it for the rest of the special, which I thought was odd, but then I thought about Lucy is really the antagonist to Charlie Brown, and this is Thanksgiving. They want to promote, the Thanksgiving vibe, and that wouldn't really happen with Lucy always cutting down Charlie Brown, because we have the characters of Peppermint Patty and Marcy. They are introduced here, and they like Charlie Brown. And it was refreshing to see that, because in the other specials, everybody is dumping on Charlie Brown. Everybody's putting Charlie Brown down. And we have Peppermint Patty, who has like a crush on Charlie Brown. And then, during Charlie Brown is forced, he's got to, do a special Thanksgiving dinner for Peppermint Patty and Marcy and a couple of friends that she has invited over. So what happens is Linus and Snoopy help him prepare this, and it's just popcorn and toast, and Peppermint Patty just blows up at Chuck, as she calls him, Chuck. And Marcy defends Charlie Brown. He's like, he did a nice thing. So it was just nice to see a couple of characters, besides Linus. Linus never really had a problem with Charlie Brown. But most of the characters just dumped on Charlie Brown through all the specials and all the movies. So just to see these two characters liking Charlie Brown and sticking up for Charlie Brown, that was nice. That was a nice thing to see. And so and we are also introduced to Woodstock, not introduced, but Woodstock is in this. Woodstock was not in the other two. And Woodstock is a good foil to Snoopy. In the other one, Snoopy was on his own. Now that he has Woodstock, he has somebody to play off of, which is fun to see. And in the other two, I don't know, I'm just comparing him to the other two because those are my frames of reference when it comes to Charlie Brown. In the other two, Snoopy was sort of a side character. He had his little World War II fighter fight in the Great Pumpkin, and he had the Christmas special, his house, building the Christmas house for a Christmas. Snoopy is usually the foil to Lucy. And I realize that's what's one of the things that's missing here. Snoopy just really bothers Lucy, and with Lucy not being in this, Snoopy plays a bigger part. This is mainly Snoopy's special. He was a side character in the other two, but this is mainly Snoopy's special with Woodstock as his sidekick. And once again, you get the great Lucy and Linus music. You get that score, and there's a very nice song that is sung about Woodstock. So that's all different. And at the end, and once again, Linus has, in the other two, Linus has a big speech which he makes, and he makes a big Thanksgiving speech, a Thanksgiving prayer. So it's promoting a good message. And
in the year 1621, the Pilgrims held their first Thanksgiving feast. They invited the great Indian chief, Massasoit, who brought 90 of his brave Indians and a great abundance of food. Governor William Bradford and Captain Miles Standish were honored guests. Elder William Brewster, who was a minister, said a prayer that went something like this: "We thank God for our homes and our food and our safety in a new land.